Hey, what's going on, everyone? Back with not a knife review, but a video response. I was tagged by YouTube member Bikingshaun, a great guy. He's been doing some reviews for quite some time, and he's been acquiring some really great knives as well. So he tagged me to kind of do a video response on what knives I'm rotating through my EDC. Maybe a month ago or so, I did an EDC video of what I've been carrying most recently. And so this is kind of just a update and a follow-up to that, and not really an addition of any new things, but there are some new knives and some things that I'm adding to the rotation. So obviously, again, EDC, I got my iPhone here. And then one thing I didn't mention last time, outside of my keys here, I've got the flashlight. This is a Phoenix LDO1. This is an awesome pocket flashlight for the keychain. It's got a little pocket clip here if you don't want to carry it on your keychain, but it's definitely small enough. It could be used, I don't know, maybe for last ditch like defense type thing or whatever. But the cool thing about this is that it's got 3 settings on it. So it's got a medium setting, and then a low setting, and then a high setting. So I think the high setting goes all the way as high as 80 lumens or something like that, I believe, but don't quote me on that, please. So and then right here, my brother just got me that. I did get a CountyCom titanium pry bar. But then my brother got this, which I think is a little bit better. Even though it's stainless steel, it's not just a pry bar, but this little tip here, if you can see right there, works well as a screwdriver. This is called the Pocket Tool X Brewster, or Bruiser, sorry. So you can see it right there on the wording. And this is a really great. It's got a bottle opener right here, and then this little hex part right here, you can open up a nut or something if you want to. Got a little bit of jimping for whatever gripping you need on this little thing. But it's great because it'll save the tips of your knife for any kind of prying, and then screw driving if you need that. So this is a great little pry bar. Just keep that on my keychain. So it works great. I was telling you about minimalist. Obviously this is a lot of cars have this now, but rather than having an actual key to put in the ignition, having a remote that your car senses for starting and opening doors, this is great to not have to take this in and out of your pocket. You just kind of keep it in your pocket the entire time. So that's just a little side. We got a little paracord bracelet. I don't wear it too much. I usually wear this little chain right here. And then I was talking about the Benchmade pen. This is probably the most useful item in my EDC, so this never leaves my EDC, so this is always consistent. I'm looking into maybe getting a different kind of pen, maybe a Hinder, or I almost pulled the trigger on a titanium one, but I didn't see the need. So it's either going to be a Hinder Investigator or maybe the Extreme Duty pen, but this pen has been awesome. It's been serving me well. Back to the main I guess part of the video with the which knives do we carry the most. These 6 right here I have out because these are the ones that come in and out of my rotation the most. These 3 I'm just putting in here because I just got them, so I'm not sure how I'm going to include these into the rotation. This is the Strider SJ75, which I'll be doing a review on. This beauty is the Chris Reeve Menundi. This has the mammoth ivory bark, so this is just a beautiful knife, and I'll be doing a review on this too. So I just got these knives, so I haven't really been able to evaluate them too much. And then the Spyderco Zulu, again, I'll be talking about. This is a really cool little knife from Spyderco, and I'm pretty eager to put this into my EDC and see how this recurve and this deep belly, how they fare in EDC. I'm sure it's going to be fine, but anyway, so the knife that I used to carry the most obviously was the Sebenza, my large 21 with micarta. This knife, I think there's a guy, Solo Knives Reviews, he's doing a year challenge where he's only carrying this knife for a year, and I can see how that's possible, but I can also see how that's impossible. You know, as a knife collector, you want to carry all your knives, and you know, which one's going to compete for pocket time. And but the Sebenza is, I think, again, you know, the way I describe it is the quintessential pocket knife. Titanium frame lock, you know, a good blade steel, stonewash finish, so you don't worry too much about it scratching and all that kind of stuff. And with the micarta inlays, also just it just provides a great grip. So this is probably my favorite knife of all time so far that I've collected. So the Sebenza 21 is great. Recently, I guess not recently now, it's been a while, you know, I've been getting into Emerson's, and the Emerson's I like to carry when you know, I'm out late at night or whatever and walking around or whatnot, and I like having the wave feature as a defensive tactical blade. So this, my CQC 13 and my CQC 15, I mean, they're kind of the same size and stuff like that, but I kind of rotate between these two carrying at night. I like having a tactical defense tool with me. So these Emerson's are, I love these Emerson's. These are probably two of my favorite ones that I have. So there's that. The perfect kind of utility tool for all kind of everyday EDC type things. The Paramilitary 2, this is with the black DLC coat. This is a great, this could be a great everyday carry, but it really doesn't, you know, if I'm stripping things down and cutting down a lot of boxes, I actually like using this tool because it's so, the flat grind and everything like that, and the thin profile, it's just overall comfort too of this blade, you know, cutting through boxes and all that kind of stuff. This is a blade that I reach for. Also because it's cheaper, you know, I don't mind it scuffing up and all that kind of stuff. So the Para 2 is an awesome selection for an EDC. This also, this is a custom Jake Hoback. This is the A10 Alpha Terminator, and this custom knife, you know, is a beast. I did a review of, I think I've done a review of all these knives pretty much, and you know, these thick slabs of titanium. I like having a hefty knife with me. This knife I would have no problem just putting through, you know, all kinds of, you know, trials and stuff like that. You know, frame lock is perfectly super strong. Absolutely no blade play in this knife. I've put this thing through, well, I mean, not through hell and back because I'm not that hard of a user, but I've done a lot with this knife, whether it's light prying and cutting down things and chopping down things and stuff like that. And this knife has held up. You know, this is my, probably my tank knife out of everything that I have. You know, I've got this zero tolerance 551 that I have more as a collector right now. I haven't really used this. I haven't used it at all, actually. It's kind of just been sitting in my collection. It's one that I'm debating on whether or not to sell. It's a tank knife. It's really thick and it's really strong and beefy. But yeah, for some reason this Hoback knife with the flipper and everything like that, S35 VN, I really like it, and I carry this one a lot ever since I've gotten it. The Sebenza actually has got very minimal pocket time compared to this one, and the last one, this Three Sisters Forge Beast. This also is a custom knife, and this also has S35 VN, titanium slabs. I wish I had a small Sebenza to compare it to, but you know, this knife, you know, I feel like I could use it a lot harder than a small Sebenza. You know, this has got a thick S35 VN stock, you know, and these nice titanium slabs, very thick and hard pocket clip. I can, you know, I don't know, I could really see myself light prying with this thing, and I carry this knife actually, you know, between this and the Beast, I've carried this the most for EDC. Even though any of these knives really work perfect for EDC, but these two, the Hoback and the Three Sisters Forge, are the ones that get the most pocket time. But again, out of all these knives so far, the Sebenza has been my favorite. So if there was only one that I could take, say on a trip or whatever, I would take this knife with me, because I think I'm positive it would get me through anything that I needed to do. But as it stands, acquiring new knives and all that kind of stuff, these two are the ones, and then these two at night. So yeah, so that's it. Let me know what you guys think. These three knives here, the 551, the Strider SMF, and my little Martin Small Tejas, they are fighting. These are awesome knives, but they're just fighting for pocket time, and they rarely ever get it. The SMF I'll carry every once in a while, but very, very seldom. The 551 I've carried like maybe once in my life. And then this little guy, sometimes I'll put it in my little coin pocket in my jeans. This is a really cool knife, and I'll be doing a comparison between this and the Menundi when I review the Menundi, because they're not very similar knives, but small knives, small gentleman knives. But this guy, in comparison to the Menundi, is much thicker and much stronger, I believe. Even though the craftsmanship of the Menundi is second to none. So anyway, that's my little knife rotation right now for now. And yeah, check out Bikingshaun's videos. He's a great reviewer, and I guess I'm supposed to tag somebody else. He tagged me alongside with Valerie and Leah, and she already did her review, and she tagged Dan on blade reviews, which I was going to do. So if you guys are watching, hopefully you are, I'm going to tag As I Lay Dying 1984. This guy's got some awesome reviews out there, so check out his site. He seems like he gets a new knife like every every other day or something. He's reviewing something new and cool, and so I'd like to tag him and Darkchild 57. You knew someone was going to call you out on this, so if you guys are watching, I'd love to see what you guys are carrying in your rotation these days. Alright, you guys take care, and I'll see you around. Bye.